We're going to check on Nelson Myers, where I manually progressed him. He was a guy who was labeled a bust with 20 caps. Right now, they got him at 81 overall. I think we can get him drafted. So let's jump over to that file. Okay, so here we have the file with Nelson Myers being the starting quarterback for Boise State. You can see Noah Myers here. He was auto-progressed. He has impact dev trait. We overtook him, manually progressing Nelson Myers. But you can see 89 overall. But let's dive in and see what he's got. Torn labrum out 2 weeks. I think that's more than 2 weeks. But you can see accuracy we got up. He only had 2 caps. Power can still go. I chose to put it into, I think, accuracy and IQ. And you can see elusiveness, quickness, I did not touch. Just did not think that was as important as these top 3. And as I was looking through the numbers, I saw, of the, I think we had 9 busts, through this recruiting class. The average number of caps was 30. And so I don't think that you have to shy away from recruiting a bust. There was one guy that had 40, but there were multiple guys that were not labeled as a bust that had 40 or more. And so just because you see the bust symbol, I don't think it means that you're getting a bad player. Again, Nelson Myers was labeled a bust, but you see he has good caps here. And I said it before, recruiting 3 stars is a numbers game. I think that the game is designed that way. You have to recruit multiple guys at each position. So recruit 3 QBs, 2 QBs even, in one class, check their caps, encourage transfer to the guy who has more. Maybe you luck out. And there's also that glitch where you can just check playing time. You can find those guys who will come in at 77 or above overall right off rip. And again, I think there's at least 2 guys in every class. I've seen some with 4, but if you just check their playing time grade, you can find them pretty easily if you want to take the time to scour through all the 3-star quarterbacks, which I think there's 125 or so. But if you don't, again, recruit 2 or 3 guys, check their caps, and don't shy away from busts. I think 3 stars in this game are pretty randomized, and the gem bust system is not working. So Nelson Myers here, labeled as a bust, 20 caps. He's got caps in the right spot. Turned out to be an 89 overall player. Could go more if you start him from day 1. Let's say you sign him. He's a rebuild. You like his caps. Start him. Maybe he wins a couple conference, national player of the weeks. I think that will help him level up his development trait. And then he gets more points to fill out these great caps that he has. So you start him from day 1. It shouldn't be an issue to fill in these caps a little bit more and get him into a low 90s, mid 90s kind of guy. Then a quick glance at physicals. We got him bronze resistance. I think that's about it. Again, at the 3-star level on a rebuild, for me, I'm just looking to get guys as good as they can get because that draft grade does affect your recruiting. If you don't want to draft guys who care about pro potential, by all means, throw points into physicals. I think they're probably more fun to play with. They get more bonuses in game. So I wanted to show you Nelson Myers to tell you not to shy away from busts in this game. Again, the gem bust system is broken, or it's designed to not identify guys correctly. All right, let's move on. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're looking at the development of our 3-star quarterbacks. I don't know about you guys, but I can't recruit a guy, learn his development trait, his abilities, and then not develop him. So if you're like me, this video is for you. We're going to see what these 3 stars turned into, how good they got, if they acquired any abilities, and all that good stuff. So the first thing we're looking at is we're going to compare auto progression versus manual progression. I think everybody knows there's a big difference. I have manual progression on 0 because of that glitch where they don't gain XP throughout the season. And so to get an accurate comparison, I think we have to turn that down to 0. So I have one file where I progress them all, and then one file where I auto progress them. So with that, let's jump into training results. We got Arkansas State up first, and their quarterback, Zach Jefferson. Again, this is auto progressed. You can see he's in his senior year. He started from day 1, came in as a 79 overall freshman. Can still jump into his power here and his health. I think he could go up 1 more. Physical abilities, he's got dot up to gold. So doing pretty well. But I think when I first saw this guy, I would not have guessed that he'd only be 88 overall. And then let's look at the one who was compared similar to him, who was at West Virginia. Okay, here we got Terrell. He maxed out all of his abilities. And then physicals, looks like he could still get, they didn't even auto upgrade him mobile resistance. I'm not on his team, so I can't do that. But he could get silver mobile resistance. So Terrell looks pretty good. I think he actually had more caps. I think he was at like 32. And Jefferson was at 28. But again, it's where those caps land. They're both dual threat QBs. They both started all 4 years, and Terrell just progressed a little bit better. Looks like by 4 overall. Yeah, he's 91. Jefferson was at 87. I think the highest Jefferson can get is 88, which you'll see in the manual progression. Okay, next up, we got Vi Whipple. He was actually a junior college sophomore, which I don't think I mentioned in the first one, but we redshirted him. He's got 4 years of development. Still a lot of room for improvement here, but he was impact. A lot of room for improvement when you auto-progress him. Looks like he could get pulled down, but again, not super impressed with the auto-progression here. He's got 5 caps. They just didn't utilize him. You'll see a drastic difference when we go to manual. Okay, the other backfield creator here is Mafu Moala. One thing I forgot to mention is that the guys that were redshirted are now in their redshirt junior year, as you can see here with Mafu. Only Jefferson and Shanawin are seniors this year because they started right away. But let's jump into Mafu. You can see he's star development, quite a bit of room for improvement here. He's got a few physicals here in pull down, sleight of hand, and mobile deadeye. I'm guessing he'll improve those after this year or during this year. All right, next we got Clint Holyfield, who I think turns out to be the best quarterback in this class by far. I think he would beat out a lot of 4-star guys. He's a star development. He's got 8 caps. Right now, his junior year, they got him at 87 overall, I thought it was. You can see the star dev there. Lots of room for improvement. His caps are in the right place. Elusiveness we don't care about for pocket passers. Quickness and health is good enough. So you can really stack into these ones. The auto progression doesn't quite do that. Physicals, he's got step up to gold, and he's got on time to platinum already. Okay, our other pocket passer was Lynn Stockton, signed with San Jose State. He's at 72 overall. If you look at his caps, he's still got quite a bit of room to improve. Accuracy has 6 caps. Not the greatest, not the worst. Throw power's up there. IQ can still go. Elusiveness, quickness. Again, we don't really care about these bottom 3. I think even for like dual threats, backfield creators, I kind of leave these for last because they usually come in at a serviceable rating. And you can just really focus on these top 3 here. And I do want to mention that if you start these guys, which in this simulation, none of them have, but I have done other test ones where they do start, they do jump up in development trait. So you can get Lynn Stockton. He has got to impact, which means he gets more points. I thought it would take away some caps as well, but the development caps stay the same. They do not adjust. You just get more points. But with all the room he has, he needs all the points he can get. So if you recruit a 3-star, they've got good caps. You play with them, you control them. Chances are you're going to go up at least 1 development trait. I had one guy go up 2 just through simulating, not even playing with them. So that can happen as well. All right, back to Lynn. No abilities yet. He may jump into on time, step up after this season. Okay, next we're on to dual threat quarterbacks. These are just the regular dual threat guys. Abdul Hemphill, he's at 81 overall. Impact development. Yeah, you can see the caps are looking good. Tons of room to continue to improve here. And then physical abilities, he's got downhill, he's got option king, and I think he can also get mobile resistance. Maybe after this year, we'll see what he does. But again, a solid player. He's got good caps in these top 3, which is what we look for. And as you're recruiting 3-stars, again, we talked about it before, bring in a couple of guys, check their caps, and then the next season you can encourage 1 or 2 of them to transfer based on the caps you have. If you get 3, I think you got a pretty good shot to get a decent quarterback. Just bringing in 1, I think, puts you in a tough spot. You're really relying on luck. If you just bring in 3 in 1 recruiting class, you're likely to get somebody who can turn into a mid-80s, high 80s guy. Our other regular dual threat guy was Jason Madu at Florida State, 78 overall, and a little more caps in these top 3, less in the bottom here, which is we want to see that reversed. But he can still turn into a decent player. Physicals, he has no abilities yet. Could get extender, maybe mobile resistance. We'll see how he develops. Okay, athlete dual threat. We got Marcus Clemens here at Oklahoma State. You can see impact development. He's got 3 physicals he's working on. 80 overall only. And again, we said athlete dual threat guys tend to be the most capped. And again, these top 3 areas carry a lot of caps. And so I think I would stay away from athlete dual threat guys unless you want to take the chance. I think the top 2 guys, 81 overall and 79 overall when they signed, coming out of high school, Jefferson and Shanawin, those guys I think were both athlete quarterbacks. So if you want to take a shot and try to get one of those, go ahead. But I think most of these guys are going to be pretty capped. Marcus has some room still for improvement, but I think his throw power gets to 87. And then physicals, we saw he's got gold level extender, bronze option king, and then bronze mobile resistance. So he'll get these to silver, I'm assuming, after this year. The other athlete dual threat was David Finley. You can see he's got platinum downhill, star development, accuracy still has room for improvement, power's maxed out. He only got to 80 throw power. IQ, he's got 2 ticks left, which I think will get him to 87, and then accuracy can go up, so that's really going to help him. Physicals, looks like he could get extender, he can get option king, and he'll probably get mobile resistance. We'll see if he goes after these two here, extender and option king, after this season. But right now, he's looking like a pretty good player. Okay, finally on to our pure runners. Got Anthony Ryder. You can see he's got Gold Magician, his impact development. Still quite a bit of room for improvement. You can see Gold Magician could maybe get Option King, maybe Sidestep, but I'm guessing he'd dump it in for Platinum Magician. All right, last one, Maurice Okafor, pure runner. You can see he upgraded all his physicals there. He's got quite a few. He's star development, so he gets a lot of points. But again, I just don't think it equates to a high overall like it would for anybody else. Accuracy is looking okay. I mean, throw on the run really jumps up. It's at 92 right now. Throw power is at 95. And again, I don't think that affects his overall like it does the other tendencies. You know, awareness is at 85. That feels like it doesn't affect his overall, again, as much. Elusiveness is way up there. Again, I feel like it just doesn't equate to a high overall. Physicals, we saw Option King. He's got Sidestep and Workhorse. Okay, so that's the auto progression of these guys. Okay, so here we are, manual progression. Now in this simulation, you can see Zach Jefferson got all the way up to Star Dev. I mentioned it earlier before, they can jump up to, he came in at normal Dev. But again, if you start them, they can make that Dev trait jump. And so I'm guessing if you're bringing in a 3-star in a rebuild, somebody you want to start right away, or after a year of a red shirt, they're going to be able to jump up a Dev trait. So Jefferson, I think, was at 87, Star Dev. So we got tons of points to pour in. We maxed him out. He's at the highest he could get. And then physicals, we got him to bronze dot. We got him to bronze mobile resistance. So everything plays out a little bit different as you manually progress them. You know, did we need to get his throw power to 99? You know, if you're going for overall, you want to get guys drafted, then you skip on the physicals. Especially, I think, at the 3-star level, if you want to get them as good as they can be and get drafted, rather than how they play, you know, with their physicals and get that bonus. At the 3-star level, you really have to make that decision. So Jefferson, we got him as good as he could with bronze level physicals, 88 overall, could get drafted. We'll see. Okay, Shannon. Again, Manning progressed him. He got to 91. I think he maxed out with the auto progression as well. But as an impact dev, he got more points than Jefferson initially did. Again, here he is maxed out physicals, platinum mobile resistance, and gold dot. So turned into a really good player, just coming in at impact, but started with that initial high overall. So really no difference between these top 2 guys. If you do end up signing, you know, one of these high overall guys, which again, I think they're in every class, it's great to get them. They can start right away, but they're not going to develop into 99 overall like I thought and hoped they would. Because of their caps, they're kind of limited, but still can get into a level of getting drafted. Okay, backfield creator, Vi Whipple. Auto progression got him to, I think, 78. Here you can see we auto progressed Noah Myers, who I think was a starter on the auto progression. We got Vi up to 90 overall. You can see he still has tons of room for improvement. Unfortunately, he was a JUCO sophomore, so he'll get a few more points during the season that we can maybe throw in here, or get him a physical, which he only has mobile Deadeye. But he got to 90 overall, probably going to be drafted. And so I really feel like we maxed him out. And again, could maybe go a little bit higher at the end of the season. And we'll see that as we simulate to the end of next season and check on Vi and those other 2 seniors. And just a quick side note here, I do have a file with Nelson Myers on here. This is the guy who was labeled a bust at normal dev with 20 caps. Let's check on him quick here. I'm going to dive into him later on in the video, but look at all the room he has for growth. Not a lot of caps up top here. Accuracy can really go. You're going to see in the file pretty drastic change in Nelson Myers overall. Okay, Mafu Moala, star development, 3-star. We got him at 96 overall, right? We maxed out his accuracy, his power, his IQ. Remember, the auto progression kind of balanced everything out. They got him some physicals. We don't have one physical on this guy yet, but I just wanted to see how high I could get him. And again, he's only a junior, so after next season, he's going to get even better. And I think I said Holyfield was the best quarterback in this class, but Mafu, I think, is up there as well. Okay, here's Clint Holyfield, 97 overall. Again, we didn't get him any physicals yet. Again, you don't have to go overboard like this like I did. I just wanted to get his overall as high as we could. I ignored the physicals. If you want to stop him at, 92 and get physicals, I mean, have at it. This is the guy to do it. The star devs, the impact devs, those are the guys that are really going to get the physical abilities. But you can see we stacked the accuracy, the power, the IQ is good enough. Again, if you're playing with them, you could probably leave that and go into physicals. But this does include the play action for pocket passers. Maybe you want that. I don't know if it makes a difference, play action ability. I haven't seen a difference. Elusiveness, you can skip. Quickness, you can skip. And health, again, it's good enough. It's serviceable. Maybe you want to bump his injury up. But we get him to 97. He's got one more year. I think he goes pro most of the time. In most of my simulations, he has gone pro after his junior year, which makes sense. I'm going to simulate this final season to the draft, and we're going to see if Holyfield goes. We'll see if Vi Whipple, if he goes, and if Jefferson and Shannon, the two true seniors, we'll see if they go in the draft as well. Okay, we're at players leaving. Let's check on Jefferson, see what he's going to do. See if he made it. He did not. Well, at this stage, he's not projected to go in the draft. Let's check on Vi Whipple. And Vi Whipple is going to the 6th round. Okay, and how about Terrell Shannon? 6th round as well. So we got 3 guys drafted. We do have to check on Cincinnati, the Holyfield kid. He's going. And then had a kid from Tennessee, Mafu Moala. I think he was up there as well. I think he could possibly go. Yeah, 1st round. So quite a few 3-star guys getting up in the high overall, getting draftable. We're going to advance a week and see if Jefferson, in fact, did not get drafted. He did not. I thought maybe he'd have a shot at 88 overall. Okay, moving on. We'll sim to training results, move our guys through, and see how good they can get after 5 years. Okay, here we got Abdul Hemphill. He's got 39 points to use. I know he's almost maxed out. Oh, no, he's not. That was somebody else. Okay, 95 throw power. This is a dual threat guy. We're going to get his IQ up. And he doesn't qualify for anything. I don't think we can get him to anything. So we're going to dive into, I think, elusiveness, right? But the break sack ability to me is big. Health will jump in. And there we go. We got him to 92 overall. Well, let's see his actual overall here. Got him to 91 overall. Really good for a 3-star quarterback. He's got platinum mobile resistance. This guy could definitely lead your team to a championship. Next, we're checking in on Anthony Ryder. He's a pure runner. Again, 80 overall. Impact development. Throw power is already at 92. IQ is maxed out. Elusiveness here. Let's see what physicals we could get him. Not any. Well, I think throw power is going to bump up his overall. Well, at least get 2 there. I'm just not sold that elusiveness will do it, but let's try. 2, yeah, 2 there. I mean, he's playing at Navy, so we should probably bump his quickness up and then health. So we got him to 83 overall. Again, it doesn't translate. It doesn't make sense to me how he can have these stats. Accuracy, short throw is 82. It's not great. Throw under pressure is 80. Again, not great. But throw power at 96. I guess his medium and deep might take a big hit. I guess that would kind of make sense, but seems like he should be better. IQ, his awareness is at 86. I don't know. But Anthony Ryder got to 82 overall. You can only get 1 physical ability at bronze level. Lynn Stockton, pocket passer. Normal development, he's at 84 overall. Can we get him drafted? I think he's got the room to do it. We're going to dump it into IQ. Throw power at 94 is still pretty good. We're going to go IQ and see what we can get. And then some elusiveness. So it says 90 overall on top left, but his actual overall 88. I mean, that's going to be close. If we simulate again to the bowl game of this year, we could get him more points as well. So a really good quarterback, again, 3-star level, pocket passer, could definitely lead your team to a conference championship. Okay, Jason Maddu, regular dual threat, 87 overall right now, impact development, accuracy we're bumping up, throw power goes up, and then I think we're going to awareness here. Can you get any physicals? Yeah, let's go dot. Let's go mobile resistance. Mobile resistance again. We got 9 points left. IQ. And that's it. So Jason Maddu gets 90 overall. He'll probably get drafted. Okay, Okafor has not been starting because of the Kevin Rich guy. Should have been making him the starter here, but I missed that. Pure runner attributes aren't translating. We'll go throw power. Any physicals he can get. He can get shifty. Nope. Elusiveness will bump this up. I think this was the guy. Yeah, if we get elusiveness up, he can get some physical abilities. So his overall goes up with each improvement to elusiveness. So maybe that's what I was missing. I don't think we're going to get any more physical abilities here. There we go. Maurice Okafor, 91 overall. Let's see if Rich overtakes him here. Yeah, 91, 89, 91. But again, it's that pure runner. It just doesn't translate. I mean, Kevin Rich is only impact development, and he is outpacing him. Here we got Marcus Clemens. I think this guy's close to being capped out. This is the guy I was thinking of. Impact development, yeah, just elusiveness here. But we're going to max that. I don't know, max it, but we're going to bump it up quite a few. Check on physicals. We can get them. Yeah, extender, back, option king. So we get him to 88 overall. We'll see the actual 86. Not going to get drafted. But again, a really serviceable quarterback for your rebuild. You can get him the abilities. You can maybe get him more abilities depending on how you want to play with his attributes. Maybe his awareness you don't bump up. Again, I was focusing on getting him as good as I could. Let's bump up the other guys. Redmond was in the same class. He went 78 overall with the auto progression. Let's check in on the next guy. Last one here, David Finley, star dev. He's 91 overall. He did not go in the draft. Oh yeah, he was elusiveness too. Let's get him. I think we can max him out. I'm not crazy about downhill. We're going to get extender though. We'll get a little bit of downhill, I guess, too. Not bad. Everything silver and gold. David Finley coming at 92 overall. He'll get drafted. So auto progression is going to get you a lot of physical abilities. It's going to miss on some of the development. If there's star development, I don't think it really matters. Impact, it matters a little bit more, but you can kind of finagle it. But if they're normal dev, if you want to get them as good as they can overall wise, I think you just got to go with attributes.